Hey guys.
Alright guys, we're here today to check out the Patreon poll winner of the week. Lutharo with a brand new video, brand new song. They just got signed by Atomic Fire Records. The name of the song is Ruthless Bloodline, a track about Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
And the whole...
In the bloodline.
And the whole bloodline. And how one of the Usos now have joined the Mommy. And that Judgment Day group.
Oh, Judgment Day. Okay.
Yeah, one of the Usos has joined them. So I'm
very behind on my WWE lore.
Me too. Like, I haven't really been catching on, but The Rock was at SmackDown.
Really?
Yeah! And he laid the SmackDown on, what's that guy? Austin Theory.
Really?
Yeah, he did the rock bottom. You went rope to rope.
Oh, he did the people's elbow?
Yeah! And then what's that guy's name? They used to be a football player. There's a commentator
Pat
now.
McAfee?
He also did the people's elbow afterwards.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sure they're low on ratings. That's why they brought The Rock back.
I was about to say, like, The Rock definitely
Seriously.
did a favor by going there.
I know, he doesn't need to be there. But anyways, Lutharo with Ruthless Bloodline. If you are on the east coast of Canada, don't forget to check these guys out with Unleash the Archers. They're going to be touring. They're going to be playing a bunch of shows. Quebec, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, I think, even Ottawa, the nation's capital. But anyways, go check them out. Unleash the Archers with Lutharo, and there's another band on that bill, which I don't recall. I apologize to said band, but I don't recall the name. Paladin. There you go. It came back to me. It came quickly, just like I normally do. Anyways, you ready for this? Let's go.
You can't just throw that.
Let's just fucking go. Holy shit! I got so much to say and then so little time. First of all, let me just say this. I believe the first time we checked out the band on the channel, before they were the household name that they are now, I said that they had a Juno in their future. That they deserve a Juno nomination. They were gonna. I think it's a matter of time. These guys are gonna win a Juno. Following the path of such other great bands as Unleash the Archers and Cataclysm, to go back even further, and not to mention Voivod. I think those guys have to retire soon to let somebody else win a Juno, because they won back to back, if I'm not mistaken. So it's these guys. It's a matter of time. One more record, one less record, whatever. They're gonna get there. They're gonna get there because they deserve it. They're super talented, and they're so talented that the folks in Atomic Fire Records in Germany picked them up. Perhaps they checked them out on our channel. Perhaps. Maybe. Who knows? I know nobody's going to admit it because nobody wants to pay us any royalties, finder's fees, or whatever the fuck they call it.
I don't know about royalties. I just want, like, credit.
She just want a little credit note.
Hey, we found you guys from this, you know.
Nobody's going to admit it, even though that happens quite a bit. So, anyways, I'm super proud of these guys because I see these wonderful people all the time at metal shows in Toronto. Super nice people, super nice guys. I'm sure they're all going to pretend that they don't know me once they get popular. But
that's how it works.
until then, we're still friends. Until then, but it's going to happen. It's a matter of time. Actually, I thought that happened with Orbit Culture.
That's how evolution.
Because it took Nicholas like 3 days to reply to my email, and I thought he was completely ghosting me. Because now he's touring with Avatar. Orbit Culture has gotten big. They tour with Trivium. It's like, Pedro. Who the fuck is Pedro? We don't need Pedro anymore. But turns out he still remembered me.
We're like training wheels.
Yeah, exactly. But turns out he still remembered me, and they were super cool and had me over at their show, and had a great time. Had some whiskey and a few other things. But anyways, that's not important. What happens backstage stays backstage. So, back to these guys. I believe this video was shot on their last tour that they did with Glory Hammer in the US. I see the Glory Hammer banner there. I know they just finished that tour maybe a month ago or something like that. They did a US run with them in support. So I'm assuming this was recorded during that time. And they're going to have a new album coming out with Atomic Fire, because when a band signs with a label, a major label like that, there's always an album just right around the corner. So good things coming to these folks. And I gotta say, I always say this. I said this to the guys from Evil Invaders. I'm gonna say this to this band. Best thing to come out of Hamilton since anything. Nothing is ever good to come out of Hamilton. So
I don't know the last thing that came out of Hamilton that was good.
I can't think of a single thing. Honestly, the Armpit of Ontario. So. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So anyhow, what do you think about this video and this song?
I was gonna ask you about that.
I loved it.
I wanted you to go first.
I loved it. I love this band. I think they have a great sound. I mean, I said that from the first time we checked them out. I think they have a great sound. Super good at what they do. Corey on drums adds a different flavor. He's a more seasoned drummer, if you will. His experience with Crimson Shadows helps add a little bit of an extra. Not that their previous drummer was not good, because I really like their previous drummer as well, and we share the same hairstyle. But he comes with a little bit more experience. Baggage, if you will, but good baggage, not bad baggage. So he knows what he's doing. So I think he's gonna help them a lot, especially when it comes to the touring, maybe to the business side of things. I think he's going to be a little bit of a helping hand in the band. It's always nice to have a guy that has a little bit more experience. After all, I believe he was with Crimson Shadows when they played at Wacken. So that gives them a little bit more, a few more calluses, if you will. So that's going to be good. And the band is super tight, super solid. Chris on vocals, she's phenomenal. She has a great range. I really like her harsh. Not that I don't like her clean vocals, but I'm a huge fan of her harsh vocals.
I was gonna say that
if I had to pick between one or the other,
I'm choosing the harsh vocals.
100%.
I love the clean vocals and I love the chorus of these songs. But to be honest,
it's like a power metal chorus with a melodic death metal verses.
And you know what? I think that's like my main love about this song is like. It
hits two genres.
It hits two genres, and it hits the best part of one genre and
the best part of the other.
Yeah, in melodic, like
You always say when it comes to power metal, the chorus has
chorus
to be
is what
bombastic.
makes it, yeah. And those like melodic verses are just
The
fucking
guitar
great.
riffing on those verses is
Yeah,
killer.
with the
And her
splice,
with the speed,
the
the
speed
bump.
that I think what helps is the speed it gets, and with her vocals matching it perfect. And then it splices really well from there into the chorus. Like it merges very well with it being such a big jump, like a big jump.
Oh, it's a big jump. Sound wise and vocally.
Oh yeah,
If I showed you the chorus separate from the verses, you think these are two separate songs.
two different songs, two different bands. I'm happy that it kind of merged really well into that chorus without it feeling like, fuck, I went from here to here in like no time. I don't know how I got here. Like I know how I got here.
I really like their transition, not into the transition of this song that I like the most is not the transition from the verses to the chorus. It's a transition from the chorus back into the verses. When that riffage comes back again with that heaviness right after the chorus, it just hits the spot. Before the vocals even kick in. Before the vocals kick in.
Because it kicks you back into gear.
Yeah, it gets you back into shape.
Yeah,
gets you going.
It does get you going. But I love the verses in this song. I mean, vocal wise, everything. I mean, it's not like I don't like her clean vocals or the chorus, but I feel like the verses is what it's like Scorpion's fucking hook thing in Mortal Kombat. You know, get over here. Like it hooks me in, and then I'm here for the chorus. But
you just can't wait for the verses to come back.
What hooked me in was the verse. It's the opposite of literally every other song. Of every song,
the whole point of the chorus is to hook you.
It's to hook you. It's to be that thing where, okay, the verses are here, but I'm waiting for that chorus. No, the chorus is here, but I'm waiting for them verses.
I'm with you on that. I enjoy the whole song. I enjoy the dynamic, the experience that the song gives. But if I had to pick what my favorite part of this track is, it's definitely the verses. I like the heaviness on the guitars. I like the heaviness of the vocals. I like that experience. I would like to see them do a song where they go with that same intensity that they have in the verses in this track, same vocal approach, but then when they move into the chorus, they take it up like a notch. They turn it to 11, make the guitars heavier, thicker, bigger, and have her go like even deeper with her harsh vocals. I would love to see that because I think this is a band, musically they can do a lot of things and they can also do a lot of things vocally. So it really comes down to what they want to do. The last record that they released, I thought personally, for me, the only issue I had with the record is that I felt it was a little, like I was a little bit lost in the record because every song kind of offered me a different look of what the band could be. But the record as a whole didn't paint the picture of who the band is. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm going through the record, I'm like, wow, this band could be really good at this. This band can be really good at this. This band can be really good at this. But at the end of the record, like it's like a utility player in baseball or like Frederick Ausnes at Benfica. He can play in a multitude of positions, but he's technically a midfielder.
Yeah.
But he can play like central defender. He can play right wing, left wing, left back, right back, striker.
He's White Camavinga.
Like the guy can play everywhere, but just because you can play everywhere doesn't mean you're good at everything. So,
but he is.
Technically, he is. But what I'm saying is that the record was good at all of those things, but at the end of the day, it didn't paint a picture of what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have a puzzle and you have all the right pieces, but you don't have the instructions on how to put the pieces together. They're all the right pieces. You're just not sure how to put them together. So I think from a
You're
record,
not sure what the picture's supposed to look like.
Exactly. It's like a Picasso. It's a little bit abstract. I just feel like for a follow-up record from that being on Atomic Fire, I don't know what their vision is for what the album is going to be like, but I hope the album has a little bit, not just the sense of an individual thought going into each song, but also keeping in mind of what the thought process of the whole record needs to be like. For a listener like me, that's not about the singles, that's not about Spotify or all of that shit. I like the experience of a record, sit down, listen to the first song, going to the last song, that kind of thing. So for me, I look not just at the individuality of the tracks, but I look at what the overall idea of the album, like what's the idea that the album leaves me with.
Yeah.
Like I always look forward to that. So it's going to be interesting that what experience they're going to take from the previous record, now in a big label, having had some tours underneath their wings, so to speak, and now with the tour with Unleash the Archers, being around bands who've gone through those growing pains before also helps them define better. Sometimes you don't know what you want, but you start to realize very quickly what you don't want. So let's see what this album is going to bring. But I think sky is the limit as far as this band is concerned. That's all I got to say.
I agree with you fully.
All right, perfect. This was a good one. And I can't believe a Canadian band won the Patreon poll of the week. What the fuck? And we had like big ass bands on that poll. And they won. So congrats to them too for winning the votes of our Patronos.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Probably harder to win than a Juno.
No, I honestly, I think so. I honestly think so. I didn't vote for them.
Yeah, see? So it was unbiased.
Oh, because they were already winning by a landslide, so I wanted to pick somebody else for number 2. All right, so on that note, guys, thank you for watching. Let us know your thoughts on the band, on their signing with Atomic Fire Records, and we'll see you all at the next video.
See ya.